Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. First one is from the Amhara region where Ethiopian military suffered heavy losses in an attack by Fano fighters. This is the deadliest attack by Fano fighters, which has been filmed, confirmation, video evidence. Where did it happen? How much was the loss suffered by the military? The area where this incident happened now is turning into a nightmare for the military to be deployed in, it seems. Secondly, about Somali region of Ethiopia, where on the one hand, Ethiopian military is solidifying and strengthening its military presence there. New base is being established. On the other hand, elders, Somali influential people are being mobilized to build a narrative against what is happening on Somalia side of Somalia Ethiopia border. Yesterday, Somali regional communication office shared details of some discussions held in Somali region, attended by hundreds of elders. Reported. Let's start from Ethiopia, where Amhara region a year ago, more than a year ago, armed conflict broke out between Fano militias and Ethiopian military. Back then, Ethiopian military underestimated Fano. It tried to disband and disarm Fano fighters. It tried to disarm Amhara special forces. That was the start of an armed uprising in the Amhara region. Military thought it would be able to crush Fano fighters. Fano back then were loosely organized militias with no central, regional, zonal, even Wareda level leadership. Fano managed to survive. It got support from Ethiopia mainly, from Amhara region. Diaspora supported too. And Fano managed to turn into a bigger force with more weapons, more logistical support, more manpower, and more leaders, commanders to lead this armed resistance movement. Fano groups have been adopting two very deadly tactics against the military and government: ambush and assassination. They assassinated dozens of people in the Amhara region, assassinated those who were actively supporting the military operation against Fano. They assassinated police officials, prosperity party members, elders, etc. Ambush was their second weapon which they used. And military almost has no defense against ambush because anywhere in the region, Fano fighters can carry out an ambush attack. This attack is based mainly on intelligence. They hide themselves close to main roads. They get information in advance about the movement of military convoys. And when military convoy is on the move, it's caught off guard, and Fano fighters surround the convoy. They just destroy the convoy. So they have been carrying out these ambush attacks for almost a year now. Military has no defense. Military cannot defend from these ambush attacks. The ambush attack which happened this week is the deadliest ambush attack carried out by Fano on the military. Confirmed. Video evidence. The ambush attack shows dozens of Ethiopian National Defense Force vehicles set on fire, damaged, partially destroyed. It happened on Gondar to Matimma Road near Aimba. Gondar, you can call it central or western part of Gondar. You know what is happening in Matimma? I did some videos. This area is not very close to Matimma. It's rather closer to Gondar. A military convoy was on its way along the main road from Gondar towards Aimba when Fano fighters surrounded the convoy and they opened fire at the convoy. Entire convoy, consisting of more than 2 dozen vehicles, was destroyed. Soldiers obviously died, burnt, some burnt alive. Videos which are coming from the area very graphic. I cannot show entire videos because videos show burnt bodies of soldiers, Ethiopian National Defense Force, and several vehicles can be seen as well set on fire. Military cannot defend from these attacks, no matter what it does. Gondar's western part, Gondar to Matimma, is turning into a place which is a nightmare for the military to be deployed in. Keeping in view Fano's large-scale attacks. Now, what Fano is doing, it is conducting large-scale attacks. This attack, before that, we saw what happened in Matimma, where for around 12 hours, there was continuous fight between Fano and military. Military used air force to artilleries were deployed to, despite that heavy fight, Fano managed to take control of Matimma town. So what we're seeing in this western part of Gondar towards Sudan border is that it's like an all-out war between Fano and military. No statement. Jula military won't acknowledge what its military is suffering in terms of losses. But video evidence is there. Everyone can see that military suffered heavy losses in this attack. Secondly, about Somali region of Ethiopia, where military activity is ongoing. I am reporting. I am regularly making videos, trying to keep you updated. I would reiterate my position that Ethiopia will do whatever it can to stop Egyptian military expansion into its neighborhood, like Somalia will do whatever it can to stop Ethiopia from building a naval base in Somaliland and recognizing Somaliland as a country. It's a very alarming situation, by the way. In Somali region, military activities ongoing, new bases being established. Jula visited Jigjiga 2 days ago. Tadase was here too. Yesterday, preparation was being made for the reception of PM Abiy too. He has not visited Somali region so far. He will visit reportedly. Meanwhile, some political diplomatic activities are ongoing as well. Mustafa Umar-led Somali regional government is mobilizing elders. Yesterday, discussions were held in Jigjiga, attended by hundreds of Somali elders living in Somali region of Ethiopia. Girad Kulmiye, Girad Muhammad, Ugas Ali, and several other elders participated in these discussions. And they delivered speeches. They said that Ethiopia and Somalia are neighbors. Outside external forces should not be allowed to destabilize the region. If Somalia faces any problem, Ethiopians are first to respond to help. That is why both sides should solve their issues peacefully. Entry of external forces will worsen security situation in the area. One of the speakers talked about the presence of Somali refugees in Ethiopia. He said there are 500,000 Somali refugees in Ethiopia. If relations deteriorate between two countries, the refugees could suffer. Another speaker said that there are Somali students studying at Addis Ababa University, Jigjiga University. So this is how Ethiopia is helping Somali people. All these Somalis who are in Ethiopia, who are from Somalia, not from Somali region, Somalis from Somalia who are in Ethiopia, either as refugees or students, they will suffer. That is why better sense should prevail. External forces should not be allowed to be in Somalia. Ethiopia and Somalia should solve their issues peacefully. Basically, Ethiopia Somali region is the hub of military and political activities. Ethiopia strengthening its support base here, activating elders in Somali region, activating elders in southwest state and Jubaland too. They have been meeting too. They're issuing statements. Some MPs from there issued statements in support of Ethiopian troops and against the deployment of Egyptian troops in Somalia. Ethiopia working along military lines, political lines, diplomatic lines to stop the expansion of Egyptian military into Somalia. Can it stop Egypt? Let's see. Take watch.